All right, good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where are you watching right now. If you can hear my voice clearly, can you tell me if you have any kids in your house? If you have any kids, right, can you type KID, kids in the chat? Okay, I want to see how many of you are parents here or how many of you are expecting to have kids very soon. All right, if you are also expecting to have kids very soon, then maybe you can also type kids in the chat, because what we are going to talk about tonight, it's something extremely important to parents, as well as to upcoming parents as well, aspiring parents. All right, so let me see whether you guys can hear my voice clearly. Okay, I can see that Kok-Ting is here. Good to see you, Kok-Ting. All right. Also, let me know if you guys don't mind. How old are your kids this year? Because we know that kids can have a diverse age range from like 5, 6 years old, maybe newborn baby, all the way to teens. Teens are also considered kids. So let me know what's your age range of your kids, all right? Because tonight the expert that I'm going to invite, he is super specialized in educating young kids. All right. However, if your kids have grown up a little bit, for example, until teens level, this is where he also has experience coaching people as well. All right. So I can see that Kok-Ting has 4 kids. Wow, that's amazing. 10, 8, 5, 5. All right. So what you're going to learn tonight definitely is to be super relevant, and I think you can implement it right away. So I have Li Ping, who has 23, 21, 16. Okay, fantastic. So you are in your teens and some of your kids are adults already. Congratulations. But whatever things that you are going to learn tonight, maybe you can also impart to them as well, because I can see that some of the adults, right, young adults, they also need to learn about money management as well. So this is something that we are going to talk about tonight as well. Fantastic. So I can see everybody is tuning in. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. I'm going to officially invite my guests to come up here. All right, and thanks everybody for participating. And once again, if you find tonight's sharing is useful, remember to give out the thumbs ups as well and share it to your friends, because what we truly want to do is to inspire more people to learn how to manage your wealth properly, right? And how to grow their wealth as young as starting from today, right? So the expert I'm going to inviting in, all right, his name is actually Ernest. Now, if you have not, all right, heard about Ernest before, actually you should be surprised, because he has been featured in the newspaper, he has been featured in radio station, including TV stations multiple times. All right, just on Strict Time alone, he actually shared 2 times about educating kids, right, teaching parents how can they inspire their kids to learn about money in a very fun manner. But at the same time, I think it's very important, right, for kids to learn about money since young. But then this word is almost like a taboo, right? So tonight we are going to crack this code. How can we bring out this sensitive topic to your kids, or to future of your kids? For example, I don't have kids, but I'm very keen to learn. Let's say in the future when I have kids, what can I do? And so that to really make this conversation and imbue the right money management mindset, and imbue the right management attitude and habit in my future kids as well. So if you guys are ready to learn, can you type learn in the chat? All right. In fact, Ernest, he himself has 3 kids. Right now he is a grandpa already, because his kids have all grown up. But the amazing thing is, all of them, right, learn how to manage money since young, and they become very financially savvy, and as a result become financially abundant when they become adults. All right, so if you love that, then you want to educate your kids, really give them a good head start from the beginning. So without further ado, let's welcome Ernest to be here. Hello, Ernest.
Hi,
So
everybody.
good
I'm
to
so
see you.
glad.
I
Thank
think we
you,
are very
Chloe.
used to talking to kids. I think the way that you say hi everybody is like you are talking to children already.
Oh, yes, I'm like a big old grandkid.
Great
Yeah.
big old grandkid.
Okay. And to add on to what Chloe for your introduction, for people who are attending this session, if you don't have children, this session will benefit you. For those who don't have children, you have niece and nephew, this session also benefit you. So you need not to have your own children. Guaranteed, all right, that you will definitely benefit something. Yeah.
Fantastic. I think we are all eager to learn coding. LinkedIn is all eager. So now let me kickstart the first question, right? Since just now we talked about like money is something that it's like a taboo. I remember when I was young, none of my parents educate me anything about money, right? Because they always have this conception that, like, kids don't need to worry about money, like they should learn about it when they are adult. So what makes you become so passionate about teaching kids about money?
Well, my story begins from when I was very young. Okay, always hear frequent quarrel about money. Okay, money is always never seems to be enough. So there's always a lot of argument in the family about money. And then as I grew up, then I realized that hey, really money not enough, and my father went into a bankrupt, especially when my grandmother died. Okay, he doesn't know he owned renovation companies and he was doing well. But when my grandmother died, which is her walking ATM, cash flow become an issue, and he died as a bankrupt. And as I grew up, then I realized I say, hey, I also don't want to be poor, but being academically not good as my study, where most parents always tell their children, including myself, that you must study hard. Only when you study hard, you get good grades, you go to university, you will get good paying job.
Sounds very
Unfortunately,
familiar. My parents also say the same thing to me as well. We have the
yeah.
same parents.
Oh, because that is the mindset they brought in. And unfortunately, all my report book has never been good. It's always in red. Yeah. And the only thing that I always remember on my report book, very talkative, can improve. Up to my O level, I never passed my English. Okay, I never passed my Cambridge. So trying my A level as a private candidate and fail all the other subject, I
Oh
passed
my
IG.
God.
Yeah, I'm no good at my study. So I only know that I got to work hard and find my way out. So I begin to go to the army, all right, and then take all sorts of vacation license, and then started working life. I'm a bit blessed that during my national service, I was being handpicked to do at that time in the 1982, 81, 82. The MINDEF was trying to computerize the system. So when they computerized, they were trying to get army boys to do data entry. Last time was data key puncture. And last time got magnetic tape, you all don't see it anymore. Okay. And that's how I stayed 2 years on there, and then I got a good testimonial. And then I began to apply a job in the 1984, 82, I think 83. All right. And start working as a video operator. At that time, nothing, you never heard about diploma in computer study. No such thing. It was very new at that time. And because of that, I progresses very on. I went to self-study. I did my distant learning courses, diploma. And because of the interest I have, I did very well. And by the time I'm 36, I really reached at the peak of doing very well as a EDP auditor. All right, earning about 5-6K in 1995, 96.
Well, that's considered a lot, right?
Yeah, at that time because it was a demanded trade, and at that time no polytechnic or university had computer studies. However, during that 16 years in my employment, I was being retrenched 3 times in my life.
I see.
Then I realized that hey, that's not the way, leh. As I grow older and older, computers don't seem to be suitable for me, IT line, because they keep on changing the language, and I have to keep on going study, and I keep on getting older. I know, no, that's not what I want. So I begin to have vacation license, taxi, bus vacation. I even got crane. I even started job like Alanguni. If you don't know,
Wow, you
Alanguni.
really try out many different things in your life.
The only business I succeeded was a bubble tea. Okay. Other than that, no, I didn't succeed at all. I feel all sorts of business. I'm a jack of all trades, but master of none. So if you ask me, contractor, electrician, I know, plumbing, I know, but it's not a master of it. The
So
only
when
trade,
did you start then in terms of start
well,
teaching
I
kids
mean,
about money?
thanks. Yeah, I mean, when I started about money, because by the time I retrenched the last time, then I say, hey, I got no more money to start business. Capital's all eroded. Somebody recommended me to become an insurance agent, which I hated most. I never liked insurance agent because I always find them aggressive, very pushy, and I just don't know. They say, you go and take the exam. It's never sponsor the company. And when you pass, I give you $500. At that time, the $500 is a lot. And he split with me. I said, okay, fine, I go. And that's how I started at the age of 36 as a part-timer. And then from there, when I started this line by coincidence, something that I don't like, by the divine, and along the way, I met people like, going to National Achiever Congress. I began to met my mentor, study things like money and you, Along the way, I met a lot of Western people that I learned a lot of things about money that my family or the school system had never exposed me to. Okay, people has to pay a few hundred lah, or maybe at that time 30,000, 40,000 at least. All right, to learn all these things, but I'm glad that I have a choice to learn under your feet by barter trade.
I see. Yeah. You learn from, I think, like some very successful mentors like T. Harv Eker, Robert Kiyosaki,
right? Yes. T. Harv Eker was my favorite, followed by Robert Kiyosaki, Anthony Robbins, and a few others, like even my Money Coaching Institute, Deborah, and all these begin to streamline. And then I realized that, in my course of my work as a financial advisor, then I realized that, hey, why are people not succeeding in their life when it comes to money? As an insurance agent, I never want to force people to buy, but somehow or other, I found that the mindset of people having that money is not empowering them to make decisions. Everybody wants money, true or not? I mean, you want to tell me everybody wants to be a millionaire, everybody wants to have money. I'm not too sure they can type anything. I can't see anything.
They can. You can actually see it from the comments. So they're learning from you. But in the meantime, right, I can also see you have some, because you talk about you learn from T. Harv Eker and all this, right? I can see there's some jars behind you. Is that some of the inspirations that you got from T. Harv Eker as well that you teach?
Yes. This is definitely from T. Harv Eker's. Okay. Yeah. I have his permission. He endorses my book, Raising Financially Savvy. I'm an author of this book, and he endorses it. And I have his permission to use it. I give acknowledgement to him. And then because of the 6 money jar that is meant for adults, so I realized that as I was teaching adults, then I find that, hey, why do all the adults have to go through this pain to unlearn, to relearn the new things about money? I mean, those habits are really difficult, right? Once you beat those habits, it's so hard to change. So I decided that, hey, the only way during my getting my master as a money coach, the way that I learned was that as young as I shouldn't give away these questions.
Maybe you ask the audience.
Yeah, how old do you think you have memory about money?
Guys, typing in the answer. How old do you think you have the memory about money? Is it memory?
Memory about money. I give you a choice, okay?
Okay, let me share my experience. I think the oldest memory I can immediately think of right now is probably 6 years old, when I take take bus together with my grandma, and then like we use the notes to deposit inside the bus. That's what I think. Okay, so some of the audience here, Michael said 5 as well. All right. Anybody else? What other age?
What other age?
It's like the first memory about money, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Leanne said 8, Cotting said 7. All right, Benson said 7 as well. Can you let us know the answer then?
Well, I like to keep the answers for my next week. Okay, the next live event, because when I give the answer, it's not fair for those people who didn't attend tonight. Then, because the next event, when I'm running, the wealthiest audience of the participant will win a prize, the board game for me.
Yeah.
So if I give the answer, but I'm telling you, the answer is all not here. All the answers given here is not right.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I give you a hint. Since you are here, I will give you a hint. Much younger. And I can prove it to you. Okay?
Wow.
Much younger.
I see. All right. Okay, we shall see. But I think later on, Ernest will also share about some exclusive events that we'll be running. Okay, but before that, maybe you can share with us, right? What are the common mistakes that our parents generally make when it comes to teaching kids about money? And because of that, what damages do you think it has done to, for example, like kids like me, right? Like who grew up, because I always think that, when it comes to money, I didn't know how to manage it until I turned 20 plus, because my parents never teach me anything about money management. So what kind of mistakes do you think parents make?
Okay, first of all, everyone here that's listening in, okay, how many of them altogether now?
About
Okay.
80 people? Yeah.
Okay, every here, please forgive your parents because they wasn't taught about money also.
That's
Okay,
true.
so please forgive them. But after tonight, and especially after attending my lessons next 2 days, okay, please, your children cannot forgive you. I cannot ask your children to forgive you because you are going to learn something. So the number one mistakes that most parents make, okay, is money don't go from trees. Risk is no good. Don't talk about money lah. Talk money hurt relationship lah. 讲钱伤感情啊。
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that become a subject that most family push it aside. And the only time, that's where I love my DJ Fen Ying at 972, an audience call in and say, Chen 先生, they didn't call me Chen 先生, they call me Li Cai Nong Fu. How come you keep on talking about money but you never heard of relationship? How come it's possible? Very simple, my answer. You make that as part of your daily life routine. In good times, you start talking about money, you start discussing about money. So that in bad times, you can take it as a pin of salt. You already have that common understanding. Then you will never hurt a relationship. Your tone will be okay. People understand where you're coming. People understand your frustration of having not money, having that financial stress. And the family can understand. But if you don't talk about it at all, then suddenly you talk about it, that's the time when you problem, and then your tone is no good, your body language is no good. Sure lah, so argue lor. Husband and wife should argue lor. That's why the number one, number two reason for divorce is money. Because during courtship days, they don't talk about money. Yeah, most likely one is a spender, one is a saver. Then the one, spender, why you are like that? You're wasting money. The saver said, why are you so stingy? So, you hear this type of word. How will you like people calling you a stingy guy or a stingy girl? All right? The relationship
It's like since regardless good time and bad time, always try to find common ground, right? Like have this conversation early so that
I will call this the daily teachable moments.
Daily teachable moments.
Parents, if you were to observe it every day, every part of the life, you can find a moment that can talk about money one. For example, at this hour, what is your kids doing? If today you are not attending this session, what will you be doing with your kids? Are you watching a TV? Are there advertisements going on? So you can use that advertisement to talk about it. Why is that advertisement? And what are they doing? What is the objective of these advertisements? Then from there, this advertisement is actually trying to, I call this merchant as wolf. Okay? And this is where they're going to rob you the money. They're going to get you to spend. And who are they going to entice it? The kids only. All right? Or the ladies. You see, most advertisements don't really go after the men. They go after they know the soft spots. So you use that point to start talking about money. Yeah. For example, if you say, hey, now there's a selling iPad, or a MacBook, if I say, hey, how about the stock and shares of iMac? If this thing launched already, the price of iMac or the Apple company will sure go up. Start talking about it. Especially just now, I see some of your children are teens already. If they are in the teens, this is a time that you got to start talking to them about money. If you don't talk to them, guess who is teaching them?
The social media, the friends.
The merchant. And guess what? The merchant teaches them to spend money. Yeah? Think about it. All right? So, that's the only way they make money.
Very interestingly, since we talk about like there's a lot of if we adults or we as a parents don't share with kids about money, actually at the end of the day I can see that what you talk about money is actually more than that. It's way broader than that. It's more like a business as well, right? Like what is the business trying to do, right? And let's say we talk about Apple, right? What is the business behind it? It's not just the iPhone, it's not just an iMac. It's about how Apple make money as a business. So when you start introducing your kids about money, you talk about it, you expand their business sense as well. But okay, I have a very interesting question. Since what you've been sharing with us is if you don't teach kids about money, they will learn from others, right? And for example, learn from merchants, learn from advertisers, and they will end up spending. But then there are also parents who have been telling kids to save money, right? So what's your view on it? Is this a mistake as well, in your opinion?
Well, I think it's all right, parents, to tell them to save money. But you tell them to save money must save with a goal. Most parents tell them to save money for rainy days. So what happened? They will come to you. Hey, it's raining outside already, how come I still cannot yet to spend the money? Yeah. So it's good to have a specific goal. What is this money saved for? Yeah. So with that, then the children will understand. But as the children grow, parents don't say the same old things, save. They find it boring, and the children will never want to follow you. The teens want to hear some other keywords: crypto, investment, stock and shares, and that is where I created, after teaching kids for about 6-7 years. Okay, kids means 7 years old to 11 to 12 years old. I consider them kids. The last 7-8 years I've been teaching kids. Today these kids has become teens, and the parents are requesting, Ernest, what about anything else for teens? Looks like they now don't listen to me, because teens really grow up, they don't listen to parents anymore. Okay.
How many of you have this same situation that your teens are not listening to you? If you have the same difficulty, type me in the chat. I still remember I have the rebellious stage. Like everybody will go through this rebellious stage, right?
It's not only rebellious, they also know who to look for, whether you are credible or not. I mean, if you keep on telling saving, they say, Mommy, 够了啦. Saving, save 这么多年够了啦. Don't want enough. Okay, don't nag. Then they will start listening to friends. They will start going outside to learn. And that's where I decided to come. I'm in the midst of coming up with a teens program. Okay. And then definitely teaching the parents themselves to become financially free and to become financially parents savvy. So in order that the children can model. So a lot of things I've been teaching the parents, so that I only around how many people can I reach. But the parents, your children are with you most of the time. So you are the one that can always spot those daily teachable moments, whether it's kids or teens, and start teaching them. Especially even like Goey, I really love your part of teaching value investing. I learned something, and then I hope that I can even impart it to my grandchildren. My 3 children are grown up. They have your own mind already. All right. So very important, parents, you need to get yourself upgraded also. Yes, when you are in the childhood, you were deprived of the money, those lessons. Time to learn, okay? Time to read some books and get yourself afresh to keep up. If not your teens, you'll lose it to somebody out there.
So I'm also very curious, right? Like what you say, it's very important to get, like we as parents, we get educated first so that we become the role model. We teach our kids the right way. But how do you strike that fine balance? Like if we keep on talking about money, let's say when I have a kid, then I start teaching them about investing and all this. Like, how do I make sure that they are not becoming too money minded? Like, how do you strike that balance? Like, and then they care too much about money.
Well, that's where I come up my money just system, the kids one. Okay. That's where we make sure they save for a purpose. They also spend, they also give. We don't just teach them to make good money. We don't just teach them to become a hogger. You save, they become a hogger. Also no good. Yeah. So we want to teach them to make sure that, hey, as you save, you also, as you grow up, your money must grow with you. But at the same time, we also teach how to give away. Okay, so when they become teens, then they was where they follow the six money jar system. Again, the six money jar system has that part about giving back. There's also another one about celebration. If you manage all the first five jar well, the sixth jar is for you to celebrate. Husband and wife don't fight. As long as she managed the first five jar well, the last jar, she want to buy 100 pair of shoe using the last jar, it's okay. All right. Man, we don't understand women, and you don't try to. If she needs money to go facial, pedicure, massage, if it's from the sixth jar, shh, don't ask. The first five jar managed well. Sixth jar is for celebration, it's for fun, it's for play. Likewise, ladies, if the man buy a lot of computer gadget flying all over the place, you don't understand. Wow, badminton racket, 6, 7. Bowling ball, another 3 or 4. Hey, you only got every time you bowl one, use one ball, how can you buy 6? Don't ask. Okay? As long as it's from the 6 jar.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah,
It's like we respect each other's hobby, respect each other's decision, as long as we know that this jar is the money that has to be spent anyway, right? It's just spent for our joy, right?
So the way that I want to advocate teaching kids about money or even making yourself to learn about money is that I know that money subject can be very dry, especially investment. I want to make it fun for you all. All right, so that children will enjoy sitting with you to learn together. And that's where I created the board game. Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
I want parents to have bonding time. All right. Some people has already approached me. Hey, can we convert this to a computer base or not? I said no, strictly no. It's too much screen time already. All right. I want parents to sit together, go through with them, and then they understand, they talk about it, raise the question, raise the, whatever card they ask them what do they think. And parents can always contribute to it. The answers is no right, no wrong. Okay. It's a learning experience. So always
So
must
by
make
doing
it
so,
fun.
parents and kids learn to bond, but at the same time, the kids also get exposed to money topics in a very fun and educational manner. Is that what you
Yeah, it
mean?
must be entertaining too. It must be interactive. No such thing. I say only. So I'm a father. I say only. Then you follow. No. Listen to what they say, because I even myself as a master money coach, I'm listening to the teens. They give me a lot of ideas, and that's why now I'm coming up the teens program. I may even write a book based on what they give me the feedback. So the teens, the young people has their own way of thinking. They are faster than us, faster than me at least. I'm 63 already. All right, definitely. And these are the people are the future generation of money masters. Okay.
Ernest, I'm also very curious, like this board game, like where can people buy it? Like, is it like from popular bookstore, or like where can they buy it if they want to play with it?
Well, in the past, yes, you can get it popular, but now no more. If anybody want, then you can let me know or let you know. All right. If not, come to our events. All right. And be the richest participant or the audience. You will win the board game. It's worth $108.
I see.
Okay.
188. Okay, so guys,
Or
I'm also very
108,
curious.
108.
108. Okay. I'm curious. How many of you would love to have this board game? If you love it, right? Can you type me in the chat? Right? How many of you would love to have this board game? If it's given to you.
I saw a comment for the last 2 years. I stopped giving material gifts to my kids for your birthday. I give stocks. Is it okay? One kid is 24 years old, but their youngest is 4 years old. Can I apply the same for both? Wow. I think for the older one, they don't like lah. They don't understand stock and shares. I think it's a good question. OD, right? Rizika, I love that questions. Yes, that remind me of a teens who complain to me, all right, and says, some of them call me Mr. Money, or in our workshop, or the kids, they call me boss, okay? And say, look, how come my daddy and mommy so giam I don't want to understand what a giam like is something like hard up for money. All right, during COVID, okay, most of us can't go out. Grandpa, grandma will send an ang pao, birthday gift, Christmas gift, okay, for you, for daddy, mommy to go and get the gift for me. But end up, mommy, daddy never buy the gift for me. Like, they confiscated my money. Especially Chinese here, ang pao also. How? So kids at 4 years old, they are still longing for that gift. All right. So don't deprive them of their childhood. Yes, for the 24-year-old one, yes, you can give them the stock and shares. Why not teach them which one they want to buy? Okay. For example, if they want to buy a MacBook, they say, okay, well, how about half the money I go and buy into share for you? Yeah. So that they still get a gift, and something like that. Rather than you buy all, then they say, oh, no, I'm boring. Next time anything with money, I don't want to talk. Everything talk to mommy or daddy. It's always like that one, I don't get to enjoy my childhood and become teens. I also don't get to enjoy. So no, I think when it comes to birthday, I would say that the month on the actual day, I can ask me this question again: how do I manage birthday gifts money versus daily or weekly allowances, including Chinese Year ang pao? So there is a way to manage it. That there are harmony. I mean, once you do that, there's harmony in the family. Okay.
Yeah, indeed.
If not, I mean, we as parents know how to do good things and right things for them, but the children or the teens don't see the way we are doing. 我们用心良苦啊, okay? We all wanted them for their good, but they don't see it. They want immediate gratification. You buy stock and share, when can I use it? Why so much money for what? The young people always think, tomorrow may not come. You only live once. Tomorrow may not come. Why like that? Why playing so long? No, enjoy first. That is their thinking and their mentality. So if you don't go along with them and they don't go along with you, then nothing to talk wrong. Then how to have the money conversation at home? Difficult.
I see. So it's like really different life stage as kids grow up, that our approach will evolve, right? It's not like one size fit all and then follow throughout, right? It's always about based on their development as well, their interest, and over time we evolve. Yeah.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And especially those things are not built correctly, and they got money blockage in their life, and then from teens they go into adulthood. Once those blockage is there, I call it the money blockage is there, your money will never flow into your life, and they will always be struggling with money. Okay, just like how we grow up, my time. Okay, how we grow up, the mindset already set that you must study hard. If you don't study hard, sorry, you last time is what they call not rope sweeper, then what they call carry the sewage one. Okay, I don't think you all know lah. I say that no, nobody wants you, then you work this sort of job lah. So once you think block that mind only, I tell you, very hard for them to think outside the box. I was a bit fortunate because by divine, I was being roped into the financial business and I met those mentors.
That's true.
That's why it changes my mind. But how many of us had that some privilege? So parents, as much as we want to do the best for our children, do understand what are their thinking. Involve them in your decision making, especially money making decision. Okay, you want to buy stock for them, teens, involve them. Ask them what do they think. Okay.
What stocks are they familiar with that they want?
What stock are familiar in, and what would you want to be, that sort of thing. All right. Explain to them. Teens, when you explain to them in a good way that you always want to engage them, they will listen to you. If you start from kids, all right, now the teens one, if you start from kids, and even you go shopping, you also involve them. Yeah. Come to Christmas, hey, I'm going to buy this gift. How much, you do the budgeting at home, involving them. So when they become teens, you also involve them in every money-making decision, buying stock, buying gift, everything is to involve them. They will love you so much. They will listen to you.
Yeah.
Today, kids, the younger adults, the young adults, after teens become young adults, a lot of them went into bankruptcy. Because they don't know, then they borrow money and they go into investment, they invest in things they don't know, and then they lost the money, they don't know how to pay back, they get into credit card debts, that sort of thing.
Yeah, today I was just talking to one of my colleagues as well. She said like she has a friend or acquaintance that she knew that every time this lady, every single month, she will buy an expensive bag for herself. But when she check her bank account, it's always zero because she basically 月光族 lah, spend all her money and to buy luxury products. But at the end of the day, she is not rich, right? So I think this kind of money habit is definitely not developed overnight. It's all through her childhood, her upbringing, and that shaped her to be in this bad shape, right? So it's very important that when we have kids, we as parents should really educate the kids well. Yeah, that's why the money jar system, I think, comes in really handy as well. And I can see a lot of our audience here, Jackie, okay, Sean Swa, also thinking about, then how can I get the board game? So, okay, guys, at the very end of this webinar, right, this sharing, we are going to share with you one simple thing that you can do, and you stand the chance to win this board game, completely free of charge. Okay, so at the end we will share, so stay all the way to the end. Now, I have another question for Ernest. Can you share with us, right, like what age should we start teaching kids about money so that we can do this, and as they continue to evolve, and definitely the approach will change, but at least from what age should we start teaching them about it? Is it like when they're still a baby, or like how?
You're forcing me to give them the answer for my
Okay,
quiz.
you give us, this one you can give us, because I know next week you will share even more.
I put it this way.
Mm.
Kids these days are very smart. I don't know why. Could it be the milk powder that you're giving, or because of your genes? As young as possible, okay? They watch you, parents, they model after you. Okay? And that is where parents be careful every action, money action that you're taking. Every money conversation that you're talking, regardless of you're talking at home or you're talking to a merchant. Your kids are observing it and they are learning it very fast. As young as 2 years old. 2 years old, the kids are already learning about money. How do I know? Part of my studies as my master money coach. Okay, we have this something called your money stories. You trace back as to the young, every year you trace back what money lesson you learn every age. So if I'm at 63, I trace back at 63 what money lesson have I learned, all the way to the youngest. So as young as 2 years old, I realized I already have memory about money. And the first memory about money, Asian. You remember ang pao?
Yeah.
At what age do you receive ang pao?
Wow, not so young, man. Because most of the time is parents take away, ma. So when
correct. You can remember parents take away, right?
Yeah.
At what age was that? Number one. Another way to prove it, as young as 2 years old, the kids already start asking daddy, mommy, I want this, I want that.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think they learn from? I want this, I want that. The kiwi rice. Why? How did they know? How did they know the kiwi rice or even the capsule ball? Hey, it's to put money and get the thing out. How did they know? Someone has shown it to them before. Kids are innocent, right? The moment they start asking for money, I want this, I want that, I want to work, they already know about money. You got to start teaching them already. If it's not 2, you'll be 2.5 to 3. Yeah. And guess what? The first money lesson that you were taught, guess what? Type in the chat, type in the comments. I give you four choices. Okay. The first money lesson that you learn: spend, save, share. Share means giving, or speculating. 4S.
Okay. So guys, what's the first money lesson that you learn? Save, type save. Spend, type spend. Third one is what? Share. And then the last
share
one
means
is
share means giving, sharing,
giving.
Okay.
The fourth one is speculate. Okay, Benson said share.
Very good, Benson. So you can share. Oh, you got good attitude of sharing. Save, share.
Leon said save. All right. We have one Facebook user said spend.
Okay.
Share because got 2 brothers. Save. I think if I'm not wrong, the first one for me is share because like we as kids, we always don't want to share our toy, right? Like we're like, don't snatch this away. But then the parents will be like, no, you must share, you must share. That's I think it's share.
Yeah, but most parents will give you a piggy bank, okay, to save your
Oh.
money. Correct. So a lot of people
Mhm.
say share and save. Only one say spend. You know what the answer is? Spend.
Spend?
Yes. The first money lesson you learn spend. They say, how can it possible, Ernest? My mother don't teach me how to spend.
Yeah.
No, they only give me piggy bank. They tell me to share. They tell me to save. You see, parents, you are unconsciously teaching your children to spend. At 2 years old, you will never leave them at home to buy groceries. You will lock them along and you start spending right in
Mm.
front of them. It's
Mm.
unspoken language. They observe you. So in my entire 28 years as a financial planner and a money coach, the hardest lesson to
Mm.
teach, okay, a money subject is investment. The
Mm.
hardest. So dry, people think it's risky. But one subject that I don't have to teach when it comes to finance, spending. Everybody's so good at it.
Mm.
And if I tell you to cut your spending to save money so that you got money for investment, everybody feels so, cut my spending. Oh, no, 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 you're going to hurt me. No, 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 don't cut my spending. Guess what? I don't have to, nobody teach you spending what? But you learn it from your parents as young as 2 years old.
That is
So
true.
parents, you play an important role to be that role model. Today, you yourself spend money. When you go shopping, did we come out a shopping list? No. Why? Because your parent didn't come out a shopping list. Just go there and pick. Same thing right now. You also go shopping with your children. Just pick lah. Did you go and bother to check price, compare price? Too troublesome lah. So anything put inside the basket and then go to the counter and what you do is credit cards. Oh, why is that credit card? Oh, got points ah. Very good. Your children learn. They become teens, right? The bank will offer them a debit card first. When they start working, 2 months salary go in, they offer them a credit cards, right? So
Mm-hmm.
kids, daddy, mommy, also got promoted already. You got credit card, I also got. Come, daddy, mommy, I treat you. Go to restaurant. Thank you for bringing up. So now I'm upgraded already, huh? On par already. You got credit card, I got credit card, huh? So what? They spend the money using credit card, and then they go bankrupt. Why? Because parent, when you was using your credit card, they saw it. But when you were paying it, they wasn't next to you. So when the kids grow up, they didn't know that after using the credit card, there's something that I got to do immediate payment or payment on time. If not, interest will kick in. And the interest is like long shot like that. So did you use those moments as teachable moments to talk to your teens and your kids? The bank don't expect the bank to tell them, hey, the bank will tell them you pay minimum. $50 only. And the kids says you pay $50 only. When they tell me pay $50, I pay low. But they didn't do all the fine prints. Fine print is so small. Okay? They don't teach them. Parents, use those as teachable moments when your kids are in teens. I saw those are in their 20s. These are things that you got to explain. Yeah?
Mm.
So it's
That is
very
true.
important. So parents, you are the one that will be the greatest influence in your children's life. If you are financially successful, they will be financially successful. If you are financially stressed, guess what? Unless you change your mindset or they change their mindset, they will struggle like you, just like most of us are following our parents' money patterns.
That is true. I think like especially like what you said about teen like young people have credit cards. Especially I think in the US, right? I think in the foreign countries, this problem is extremely pertinent, right? Like people just keep on using credit card and then the debts are getting higher and higher, and then yet they have no way to repay it. In Asia, I think it's slightly better, but then right now, I think with youngsters, they're getting more want to enjoy life and all this. Maybe this problem will become bigger over time as well.
No, no, it's not bigger. It's already happening. Okay,
It's already happening.
a lot of statistically has shown that a lot of young people are going bankrupt because of credit card debts, both Singapore and Malaysia. Because I also do a lot of talks in Malaysia, so that's why when the media asks me all these things, yeah. So is credit card bad? The one on Facebook, no, credit card is not bad. It's the way that we use it and manage it. Okay. So
it's very
instead of using the 6 money jars, okay, technically, I'm financially. So I use credit card instead of my physical money jars. I use physical money jar when my kids were young, so they learn by
see it.
visual. Yeah, but I now use credit card to manage my accounts. So I don't want to keep track, how much I spend on my necessity, my groceries. I got one credit card just I use for groceries only. So every year I know exactly how much I spend on grocery. I make use of them to keep accounting for me. Yeah, so it's not bad. It's only how you manage it. So you got to be smart.
So Odie has a question. If that's the case, why some children grew up to be a saver, not spenders, even though the first thing they learn is to model after the parents who spend?
Well, as yourself, some parents are really saver because those are the time when their life was hard. Okay, even though they don't save a lot, but children observe how life was difficult, how their parent earned that dollar. All right. So when they grew up, they value the dollar even more. They even had gone to hunger before. So when they grow up, they will never spend the money, even they are well-to-do. Yeah. One
It
particular
reminds
point.
me of my childhood that
Yeah.
I grew up with my grandma, and my grandma is super thrifty. Like, she will, in order to save that bus fare, she will rather walk instead of taking bus. That is the amount of thriftiness that she has in her, right? And
Same
but
thing.
then, yeah,
Same
so
thing.
that
I'm a millionaire right now. I just don't have the habit of spending. And sometimes I just say, I can't be in a million with me. Like, money not spent is not mine. Like, I must learn how to spend it. Like, but I just don't know what to buy. Like. Of course, I think some of you say, don't worry, Ernest, I bring you along. Sorry, you go shopping with me, you'll find it very boring. Because I just don't feel the need of it. Because the way that I was brought up is, to be thrifty. Right? Not that I don't enjoy all these things, but I just like, is it necessary? Is there something else better? This sort of thing. It's the same as your grandmother, Chloe. I rather walk rather than, and I have to figure out, it's also a form of exercise. This sort of thing. So it's all got to do with our upbringing. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. So just to answer these Facebook's users question, why isn't that it's shown as Facebook user? Because we are using StreamYard. So if you want your profile, your name to be shown, right, you need to connect your account to StreamYard, so that next time when we turn live, we can always see your name. So you can do so for the next live. Don't worry. We will be able to see you next time when you connect. Yeah. So, but of course, I think what this Facebook user is saying, right? Like money definitely isn't everything, but family is more precious. But if we learn how to really discuss money, and like what Ernest said, right? Like, have this conversation, actually it bonds the family. I really wish my parents can get me more involved in their money decision since I'm young, and then I think I will be able to really bond with them a lot closer. How they make decision, why they make this decision, and learn from their
Mm.
decisions as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's true. Money isn't everything. Okay. Family values are very important. Okay. Family culture to us is bonding are also very important. And that's why, in my financial parenting workshops, I even talk about your love affair with money. Okay. And people say, love affair with money. Yeah. Love affair with money, not anybody else. So a lot of people say, love affair with what is that? Uh, a lot to write lah. Okay, and people who do go through those exercise have a lot of self-discovery of how they were brought up and how they are treating money right now. If money today has a voice, what would money say to you? How would money react to you? And in my workshop, there are people who cry.
I think
Because
it's like what you said, right? The discovery, because so many times this topic has been buried for a long time, right? But it's
Hmm,
already in us, but we become so desensitized because every day we just busy with our own life. We thought that it's like a second nature, right? But once you
hmm,
unlock and unbox yourself, you will realize there's so many limiting beliefs or
hmm,
those old beliefs that are actually not healthy, but it's shackling us in a way that prevent us from breakthrough. But if you're
yes.
able to have this conversation with yourself, honest with yourself, I think that's how people start to break through. Is that what you mean?
Yes, I always ask yourself, when was the last time you had conversation with money? Did you look at money? Do you love money? If you say you love money, when was the last time you talked to money? Huh? Money is a piece of thing. You may talk to money? Oh, yes. Okay. And see what money will say to you. And
Interesting.
then that's where I created a relationship with money. You must not have the money blockages. Then you find that when you have a healthy relationship with money, I guarantee you just remember that if money is that boyfriend or girlfriend of yours, if you try not to talk to that boyfriend or girlfriend of yours, you think you have a good relationship. Sorry, bye bye. I look for another partner. And that's exactly with money. You don't treat money, you don't love money, you don't talk to money. Sorry, money is going to follow me most of the time because I
Mm.
talk to money all the day, all the time. Because I'm a financial guy, I talk about money every day. Even right now, I'm talking about money, and that's why money loves me so much.
Hmm. Wow, wow. Okay, now I think the audience are also curious, like where can they learn more about your work and all this? So, Ernest, can you share with us a little bit, like if the people are interested to find more about you and your work, where can they find you?
Well, I promise in your event, I'm not going to sell anything. Yeah. But since you asked, the next one I think is on the third, isn't it? Third or fourth.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be the same place here. I'm going to do a maybe 90 minutes, 60 minutes, 90 minutes to give a lot more details on the work that you all as parents can do, financially smart parents.
Mm.
Okay. So that one, I think we are not going to charge you anything. Usually it should worth $99 because I love to give free, but you know what happened is people always take it for granted. They book last minute, they never show up, wasting my money, and then money will never allow me to do that. But since it's going to be like online, okay, I leave it to go. You decide, you invite the 90 minutes. I will see.
Wow, how many of
However,
you love that? If you love
yeah,
that, right, type me in the chat. So, yeah, Ernest was saying that because we want to do another more in-depth sharing today is just like really sharing with you the broad concept of money. But during the exclusive sharing, he will also be sharing a lot more in detail about how to teach kids about money, right? There, what are the steps to do? So this sharing, he will share a lot more. So where can you find this sharing? Okay, because that was exclusive lah to my Telegram followers. So if you have not joined my Telegram, do join my Telegram because over there I will post the details. It will be via Zoom sharing. And Ernest, the date is 7th of August. You know why 7th of
7
August?
August.
7th
Okay.
August, you know why? Because it's my birthday. I want to celebrate
Oh,
together with you.
let's celebrate with everybody then.
Yes,
No problem. No
let's
problem.
celebrate
Sorry,
with
I
everyone.
mistaken.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
very fun. Huh?
7
So
August, it will be a time when I give a lot of tips, okay, for different age group parents, how you want to teach at different age group. Practical, proven, and things like that. So even as you all give allowance, there must be an agreement, this sort of thing. These are things, practical one, I'm going to give it to you. Of course, you'll be still a very interactive session with you all, okay? And again, if tonight you didn't win or that session, if you are not, you will be the wealthiest one, you will get a board game. Okay.
yes. So
And
so so if you
after that,
want to get a board game, so when you
hmm,
join us next week on 7th August during the exclusive sharing, there's one winner because we want to make sure this is an interactive session. So Anna is going to conduct games for you guys to play as well, right? And if you win, then you will win this board game that is worth $108. I think that's like thank you for so much for sponsoring during my birthday.
yeah, no, you should thank you very much. And those after attending it, and you still want to go deeper, Okay, then that will be I think if you allow me, that my financial parenting workshop will be on the 18th, 19th, and 20th of August, 8:30 p.m. to 10:30. Why
Yeah.
that timing? Because those are the timing you have finished dinner, your kids is about to go to sleep. I know how hard is it for parents to find time for themselves. So I can only sacrifice on the Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. If you're willing, I'm willing to teach and to impart this legacy to you.
Yeah.
Again,
All
that
right. So
session, you can also win a ball game.
wow. Okay, that's
Oh, by the way,
amazing.
that session is quite good. That session must pay. That session, the 3 night session must pay. But again, not a lot. Anybody who couldn't afford it, let me know. Scholarship available.
Wow. I think we're going to share that next week also, right? There's some
Yep, yep.
scholarship. So make sure to join my Telegram over here so that you can join this exclusive sharing that's happening next week on 7th of August. But in the meantime, all right, I also have one bonus gift for every single one of you, because for us, we really constantly want to provide you additional resources. How many of you will like enjoy tonight's learning, and you found that whatever things that you learn is quite mind opening? All right, if you find it useful, right, can you type "you" in the chat? "You" stands for useful, right? And for us, our company Next Level is constantly want to provide additional resources for people to come and learn in different aspects, because we believe that investing, which is our key focus, is our strength, but we should also learn different aspects of our life as well, right? Including like teaching kids about money, right? As well as other things, right? Health, wealth, relationship. So what's going to happen is on next weekend, actually, we do have an upcoming event that we will be inviting experts all over the world to actually come and share with you to break through, right? And that conference is actually called Limitless. Okay, now let me just quickly show you what is this Limitless conference about. And I think it's pretty amazing because Ernest, remember, he actually learned from mentors, right? And one of his mentor will be here. And that is T Half Echo, right? T Half Echo will be here to really give you some additional insights and tips to help you to level up, to break through your unlock your money mindset. All right, that's how you continue to break through as well. And then we are also inviting Nick Vujicic, all right, who a man is really a symbol of unlimited possibilities, right? Even without limbs, right, he can achieve so many things in his life, right? And there's definitely certain things that he wants to share with you to help you to unlock your potential as well. And definitely, we are also going to talk about different things, like including investing, right? Sean will be speaking. I will be personally be speaking as well. So this event is completely free of charge. But in order for you to register for it, I'm going to give you the link right now. Okay, so I'm going to stop share. So all you need to do is to go to over here. Okay, where is my Limitless? Okay, there you go. Okay, I think okay, let me just type it again. Maybe I did not manage to type it just now. So rebrand.ly Limitless C. All right, so that is the short form. Okay, Limitless C stands for conference. So all you need to do is go to rebrand.ly Limitless C. You will be able to join us at this event. So make sure in order for you to receive the Zoom link, because it will be via Zoom as well. It's a 2 days event. So if you want to make sure you receive the Zoom link, you need to confirm your email, right? Because some students say, oh, they never receive the Zoom link because you never go and confirm your email. Once you register, you need to go back to your mailbox that you register for the event and confirm. Then you will be able to receive all those additional resources as well as the Zoom link as well, right? So if you have registered, type R in the chat. Okay, so there are many things that you can definitely learn from there. And on top of that, remember next weekend. This event is happening next weekend. But before that, okay, before you come for the event, do join us in our 7th August sharing, where Ernest will be sharing a lot more about teaching your kids about managing wealth, managing money, and how you as a parent can incorporate that in your life as well. So that is have to join my Telegram, because I will be posting the exclusive Zoom link inside as well. Okay, because my Zoom I only have 100. So limited seats. Okay, so first come first serve also. Okay, anything more than that, you will be in the waiting room. Okay, so you hope people drop off, then you can enter the waiting room. So come early as well. Okay, so
Can I add something, Chloe?
Yes.
Parents, if you have teens, this Limitless program, you please invite your teens to attend also. is once a lifetime that you may not be able to say it. Some of these speakers already retiring. T. Harv is already in his late 60s. All right. How many times can you learn from the horse's mouth, the gurus, the veterans? I honestly will ask you that if you got chance, this is a good teachable moments to invite your teens to come and attend together. Okay? Don't miss this opportunity. For kids, it's a bit too young. Teens definitely can attend already.
How
Yeah.
I wish I get to see T Half Echo live. Because today, like one of my team members, he was saying that back then he managed to attended his live event. He said it was so good that he learned so much from him. So
Yep.
I was like, if only I can attend his live event, that would be very different as well. But nevertheless, okay, this time we are gonna have a virtual event and we have him virtually. You are definitely gonna learn as well. Yeah.
Well, he's no longer traveling to Asia. If I want to travel over there to meet him, I wish I will go sometime next year. Travel to US to meet some of my mentors to catch up. I'm being so blessed. With my books. Things are being converted to Vietnamese. So I thought I would learn like what Robert says. Travel around the world with people paying for you. You don't have to pay for it. You travel around the world, people pay for you. Okay?
Yeah.
And that's my goal. Yeah, I'm enjoying it in Malaysia. Every time I go Malaysia, people are paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, okay, so remember, next week we are going to have Ernest back. Okay, it's in my Telegram channel. Do join us as well. And in the meantime, if you have not registered for the Limitless conference, this is where the link you can register as well. And do also actually because this is actually under Buffer Online School. So if you have already registered for our upcoming Buffer Online School 2 days class, Value Investing, it's actually happening this weekend. So I will be there to teach you as well. So there are a lot of stock market opportunities that we can seize together. So if you have not registered for our upcoming BOS, which we only conduct like once a month and all this, our July intake was full. And that's why right now we have the August intake. So do join us. If not, then the next one will be in September already, right? Then you're going to miss 1 month of market opportunity. So make sure you seize it. And the link is all below. All right. So without holding on much time from Ernest, because you've been so generous with your time, thank you so much for sharing with us, and looking forward to your sharing Monday as well, next coming Monday on 7th August. All right. See you guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you in our next sharing. See you.
See you.